My name is Richard Hann. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor. I've been on the board appointed by the governor for 6 years. I served as the board chair last year. Let me also say in introduction that I'm a retired Baltimore County police officer. I served 25 years. I took my oath of office at age 21 to enforce the laws of Maryland and to protect the public. I took another oath 6 years ago to protect the public using the laws in Title 17 of the Code of Maryland, the occupational codes. By the way, and you've already heard this testimony, in our Code of Ethics, which is COMAR legislated or at least reviewed, sexual conduct between a client and a counselor is prohibited. Revocation is a likely outcome. And what I would like to share with you today is something that the victim herself knows. By the way, I'm also a person of faith. I prayed about this case. I pray about every case I hear. Because here's the dilemma. What we were shared back in the beginning of this, because we don't have criminal checks yet, it is not a requirement. We endorse that law, by the way, very, very strongly.
No, you opposed it, sir.
I'm sorry, I endorse that law very firmly.
The board opposed it.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. Well, the bottom line is this.
Go fix it.
What we received from our ethics committee and our investigator was that there was concerns for the safety of both the person who complained, which was a new therapist for this young lady, and the victim herself, that this person could become violent in reaction to the investigation. So, what we were able to negotiate with our board attorney, Ms. Noreen Rubin, is a surrender of this person's license permanently, never to be reviewed again, never to be issued again, and that he, in his letter of resignation, which is posted on our disciplinary matter, would admit to all the things that he had done. And you'll find that document. I accepted the document as the chair last summer. The reason we did that, and it was a vote, is so that somebody who was giving up their privilege to be a professional would be less likely to become violent in response to any kind of prosecution. It's a decision that went into the outcome of this. Surrender is now a revocation. It is posted on our page for all 50 states and Guam and Puerto Rico to access. Let me share something else about...
Make it very briefly if you can.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right. As
a law enforcement officer myself for 25 years, one of the problems I have with this kind of bill, and I'm in favor of protection of the innocent and the victims.
Watch this. Testify this way because those folks can't vote for your bill.
Here's the thing. Some of you here are lawyers yourselves. You know that a defendant, once they're charged with a crime, has all kinds of rights under the Constitution of the United States. And what we have in our law is that a license holder must cooperate with our investigation, submit records. An attorney for a defendant in a criminal case is going to advise their client, do not participate in anything, don't turn over anything. So one of my concerns personally is that upwards to 7 years after this 6 months or 2 months period of jeopardy, this individual might be able to avoid us even being able to protect the public. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you very much for your testimony. There doesn't seem to be any questions from the committee, but I do appreciate the fact that you've been hanging in here a long time testifying on this